you need to get over yourself. There literally is not enough time on this earth to sit with yourself and hate on yourself and doubt yourself and beat yourself up over things that you've done in the past. That Loki sounded like it might have popped it a lot. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, don't beat yourself up over things that you've done in the past or even just your insecurities. I think that's something that I wanted to talk about in this video, dealing with your insecurities and how to actually overcome them. Now, I haven't written anything down. This whole video's off the dome. Wish me luck. So, I wanted to talk about little bit about my own experience with dealing with insecurities. Growing up, I was a very insecure kid. I was dealing with a lot: skin conditions, body dysmorphia, really bad, and just a whole bunch of other things about me as a person, right? And I know what it's like to have these insecurities, and I know what it feels like. Every single day you wake up and it is the first thing that you think about. It's the only thing you think about. You could be out having fun, and it's still you're thinking about it. And I think for the majority of my life, I was so in my own head about my insecurities. I was so just I made them way bigger than they had to be. And I'm looking back at moments in my life like, why was I tripping about that? And at the time, that was the biggest thing to me, was the shit that I was dealing with. And I got this message actually. So I have a TikTok account where I post physique videos because I go to the gym. So it's what I do in hopes to inspire people. Sorry, I literally just had a fucking sneeze fest. But I post videos on a TikTok account, just like physique videos, just trying to grow the account, and hopefully inspiring some people to, achieve their dream physique or whatever. But I got a message, and it was this guy. He was basically just saying, you know, nice physique, bro, blah, blah, blah. But then he said something that kind of stuck with me. He said, I wish we could swap bodies. And when I heard that, obviously I was like, oh, appreciate that, bro. Like this and that. But then I also told him something else. I said, don't wish to swap bodies with me. Learn to love yourself, because I think this is a very common thing nowadays, where on social media, especially, you see people not even just with their bodies, but you see people living this lifestyle online. You see people, showing their best possible version of who they are as a person online, and it's kind of setting this expectation for people in society to live up to that. And I feel like it's a very common thing to compare yourself to people that you see online, and majority of people aren't driving Lambos, don't have, crazy physique or whatever, or the lifestyle. And I feel like it is a very bad way to live if you're constantly relying on the physical world to generate feelings for you. You know what I mean? Now, tying back into insecurities, one thing that I came to realize when I was reflecting kind of a bit on my past was just how much I was relying on the physical world around me to depict how I should feel about myself or in my life. It would be like if my skin conditions not good, then I would be having a bad day because of it. Or if I had it's like having a bad hair day. You know what I mean? For some people that ruins their whole day. I was so reliant on the physical world to make me to to make me feel. And that's a slippery slope, because if you're only relying on the things around you and what you're perceiving to make you feel a certain way, you're gonna go chasing feelings like crazy. I mean, what do you think a casino is? It's just people chasing that win, chasing that thing that they don't already have. And I came to a realization in the past 6, 7 months. Everything that you desire, you already have within you. I mean, it's so true. I became the most secure with myself, and I became the most confident with myself when I stopped caring about things in the external world, or just how I look, or what I have, what I don't have, where I'm at, where I'm not at. I feel like as soon as I kind of detached from all of that, I found the most peace, and that's where the real love, self love, can actually come in, because when you're battling with insecurities, you're constantly denying who you are or denying these insecurities. People wear, crazy makeup or doing all sorts of shit to hide their insecurities or whatever it is. You're constantly fighting who you are. It's like when you go out, you're constantly maybe fixing your hair, you're trying not to look out of shape, or you're just insecure about how you look. Or when you're laughing, you're covering your smile, like you're insecure about everything, right? And I think it stems from wanting to be accepted in this world and wanting to be accepted by others. Because if no one cared about being accepted by other people, I don't think there wouldn't be such thing as insecurity. Now, obviously, yeah, everyone wants to fit in. You don't want to just be an alien. I'm telling you, as soon as I kind of stopped giving a fuck about fitting in or trying to please people, I almost felt like that's when I became the most secure with myself. My insecurities honestly started to kind of like simmer away, because you're not you're not doing this life shit for other people. You're doing this life shit for yourself. Not in a selfish way, but in a selfish way. Because you are all that you have. That's it. You will have friends, friends will go. You will have people in your life, and people will go. You have things in your life, and things will go. The only thing that you will always have until it's gone is you. Until you're dead. And even when you're dead, who knows? Maybe it'll still have you off in another life. Who the fuck knows? But you have got to be the most important. You have got to be your best friend in a way, and your number one cheerleader. If you're constantly battling yourself and you're constantly rejecting things about you, just trying to hide things about yourself or whatever the fuck, you're going to live this life of feeling hollow, because you're going to constantly chase these things outside of you to fill that void within yourself. You're going to be chasing cars, money, women, or men. I don't judge. You're going to be chasing everything outside of you. And you may get all those things. You just may. The car, the house, the lifestyle. You may get all those things. And once you get them, you're going to feel happy for a second. Once a week goes by, you're going to be exactly where you were. Still feeling those insecurities. Still feeling that void inside of you. That emptiness. Because nothing on this outside world will fix how you feel on the inside. Don't become a product of your environment. Let your environment be a product of you. You have to create the world that you want in here, because it's not, nothing out here is gonna please you. You know what I mean? Your desires outside of yourself will only make your suffering worse. So I guess what I'm saying is, take the time to understand yourself and take the time to be okay with yourself. There's so much shit on the internet. People, it's like there's this societal, like, you gotta fit into this. If you don't look like this, you're ugly. If you don't have this physique, you're not perfect. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's honestly bullshit. And I feel like that's what's being pushed out, especially to, the younger generation, is this. If you don't look like this, have this physique, have this much money, live like this, whatever, like, then you're worthless. You know what I mean? And I think we're losing the art of loving yourself and being okay with yourself. Now, I'm not saying go out there and be a lazy piece of shit, but better yourself not to prove it to other people. Or, sorry, better yourself not to prove to other people that, you're bettering yourself. Better yourself so you feel better in your own skin, in your own body, in your own life. I think that is the goal. Don't do this shit for anyone else. Like I said before, you're not living this life shit for the people around you. You're not living this life shit for people on the internet. You're living this life for you. You. Your purpose. Your life. Your dream. Listen, I've been going off on a tangent. Sorry about that. But I felt like I just needed to kind of get this off my chest a bit. Hopefully the audio is good. I don't even know. So pretty much all I want you to take from this video is, if you have a insecurity that you've been dealing with and you feel like you're isolated from society because you're dealing with this thing, whatever it is, just know you are not alone in it, and it's normal, and you don't need to torment your mind. is, I guess, what I'm saying. Love yourself, bro. That is the key. Stop chasing things outside of you. Create create that feeling within yourself first. Create that feeling of love, gratitude, and love, gratitude, and what's another good thing? Bliss. Look at a brain fart there. Don't let your body define your soul. Let your soul define your body. Because one day, this shit's all gonna go. You're gonna be a wrinkly old fuck. We all are. Shit's gonna happen. And if you are, I mean, you see it all the time, like old people getting plastic surgery and shit. It's not about your body. It's about who you are here, or here. It's not about how you look. It's not about the things you have. It's about your soul, who you are as a person. And I think not enough people nowadays realize that. And I kind of wanted to just put this out there to whoever's watching. I hope this message gets across to you and to a lot of people to be yourself, bro. Do what you want to do, and don't don't hold yourself back. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, my name is Rory. Follow me on IG. If you like this video, subscribe. I got more coming, I promise. And hopefully a new mic on the way, because my arm's getting tired. So just want to say I love you guys. Take care, and bye-bye.